a Google form link. So you will be added to a official group of MOS. There you will get all the information regarding this paper. So if you want, you will please fill the form and you will be added to the group. So let's start our today's session. Please everyone be active in the meeting and clear all your doubts. So let's start learning. Forward to sir.
Thank you, Kushi, and welcome everyone to this session. So I hope you all are good, doing good. So today we are starting this new session. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. So basically, it is the subject which is very close to my heart, Excel, and it does not only required for our professional work, but we can use Excel in all the walks of life. So this batch is especially designed for all those who want to learn Excel and who want to excel in Excel with me. So we will be covering a lot of things with, okay. So we will be covering a lot of things in Excel with uh, special weightage to MOS, the certification which is being offered by Microsoft. Okay. I hope you all, I'm audible properly and loudly, clearly now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, great. So as I was saying that Excel is not only required for your office work, but you can use Excel in different ways and for your day-to-day work also. So by enrolling for this course or coming regularly in this classes, lectures, you will understand how to use Excel in a better way. Okay, so with this note, we will start the session. I want everyone to be on active mode when you are attending this live session, because see, you are investing your time, I'm investing my time. You will be investing your money also when you are learning something. So let's make the best use of it. Okay. And today, for the first time, I am trying to do a ritual to start a ritual. Basically, whenever we start anything, we always praise God. We always take the name of God. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this class or this session by praising or chanting the mantra of Saraswati Ma, and because she is the what you can say, the god of knowledge or intelligence. Okay, so we shall start with that. I will be sharing one prayer on the screen. We will all just listen to it, and then we will start with the session. So I'm sharing my screen. Just give me a yes if you can see it. I hope it is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we will start with this today, and then we shall begin our session of Excel. Okay, so I'm just removing the part which is not required. Now we'll start.
सरस्वती महाभागे विद्याकमललोचने विश्वरूपे विशालाक्षी विद्यां देहि नमोऽस्तु ते। ॐ प्रथमं भारती नाम द्वितीयं च सरस्वती तृतीयं शारदा देवी चतुर्थं हंसवाहिनी पंचमं तु जगन्माता षष्ठं वागदीश्वरी तथा सप्तमं चैव कौमारी अष्टमं वरदायिनी नवमं बुद्धिदात्री च दशमं ब्रह्मचारिणी एकादशं चन्द्रघण्टा द्वादशं भुवनेश्वरी द्वादशैतानि नामानि त्रिसन्ध्यं यः पठेन्नरः जिह्वाग्रे वसते तस्य ब्रह्मरूपा सरस्वती। तो दोस्तों, ये था वह माता सरस्वती का स्तोत्र जिसे नित्य पाठ करने से विशेष लाभदायक है और हमें ज्ञान बुद्धि विद्या की प्राप्ति होती है। तो इसी तरह के वीडियो को लेकर मैं आपसे
Okay, so this was the mantra. Now let us start with the Excel screen that you will see now is the Excel. Let me just switch off. It's kind of disturbing all of us. So just give me one moment. Okay, just quickly, everyone, just write down what Excel version you are using. Okay, it is 2013, 17, 19, 365, whatever Excel version you're using, just write down what version you are using in Excel. Okay, everyone, just write in the chat box which version of Excel you're using. Okay, so I can see maximum people are using 21, 19, 365. Great. Okay, Mr. Prasad, you should change now. 2007, oh my God. 2007 and 2013. I request people to upgrade to at least 2019 or 21. Yeah, 21 or 19 you should upgrade to. Great. Okay. So I'm using 365. Okay, and I will be teaching Excel using 365. Some of the functions might not work with those who are using the latest one is 365, but you have to purchase it. You have to buy a subscription to use 365. But if you use Excel rigorously for you, I would suggest that you should obviously uh, buy. Okay, so can you see my Excel screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So today, as we have mentioned in the groups also, and whatever message we were circulating and all these things, when mentioned that today we are going to discuss on today we are going to discuss on Excel screen. Okay. Now people must be using Excel from decade, 20 years, 15 years, and how long you would be using Excel, right? You can write down a number. कितने साल हो गए आपको Excel काम में लेते हुए, ठीक है? How many years you have been using Excel for now? So just give me a number. How many years you have been using Excel? Uh, since what time you're using Excel in number. Okay, how many years you have been using Excel. But today we are going to see something which are very basic things which are very important. Terminology understanding is very important, because when you are learning Excel from the point of view of appearing for an exam, definitely, then you should know all the basic things, all the vocabulary, everything you should know, right? So with this, let us start with the things. I will be sharing one PDF also in the group, which will help you in basic fundamentals about Excel. Okay. So I'm sharing this in the chat box. You can all download this PDF. Okay. I can see that there are people who are using Excel from last 20 years and 14 years. Okay. But if I ask you some basic questions, I'm not very sure whether you'll be able to answer or not, because that is not because you don't know the things. It is because we never pay attention on all these things. Okay. So there are some people who have just started using 2 years, 2 years, 6 years, 3 years, just started. Okay. Very good. So I've been using Excel since 2000, year 2000. Okay, 2000, I was in class 8th or 9th. And before Excel, there was Lotus 123. So it was a Windows, it was not Windows, it was DOS based uh, product, which is now not in existence. But I used that also, Lotus 123. It was just like Excel. Now I'm using, now I'm like using Excel from the last 20 years or so. And from the last 2 3 years, from the last not 2 3 years, maybe 5 years, I've been using Excel very extensively for my trainings and all. Okay, so now let us start with the things. And the first thing that you should know, you should understand, is how to learn Excel, basically, that we are going to talk about today. And then we are going to start our session. I've already shared one PDF in the group. You can download it in the chat box. I've shared it. Okay. So you can download it. and keep it ready for use for your reference. Okay, now you can open your Excel sheet also. I think you can see my PDF. The PDF is visible, Excel fundamentals, which is written over here. Is it visible to all? What screen can you see? Can you see Excel or do you see a PDF? I think you all must be
Now is
seeing
PDF. Now
a
is PDF.
PDF. Okay, great, great, great. Okay, so now this PDF is, you can say, a backbone of what we are going to do. We are going to cover all these things. It is a theoretical base of Excel. Okay, so someone who starts Excel from very beginning or new, or if you are writing an exam, then you can refer to this fundamental book. It is not very lengthy. Basically, it is just 60-page book. Okay, so if we cover 10 pages per session, also, you will be able to complete, we will be able to complete this in 6 days or a week times. Okay, but this is important. Why this is important? Because we have been using Excel from the last 20 years or 10 years. But if I ask you what is a row and column, many people will not be able to answer, okay, what is the difference between a row and a column. So when we use complex functions and formulas, if you don't know the basic things, then it will be problematic at times. Okay, now there are some participants from the south, and I have got some clear-cut instructions from those people who are from south. Okay, that please use English. Okay, so that is why I'm using English as a mode of communication. I hope everyone is comfortable with this. I'm sharing the group, the PDF in the WhatsApp group also. Because today's session is common for all, so maybe everyone will be getting benefit of seeing this. So just give me one moment, I'm sharing this file. uh, then we will come back to the session. Okay, so this is, I've shared here, and where is the other one? Okay, now see, whatever resources you would require for this these sessions will be shared in a different group. Today the session was open, so we have kept it we have provided the link, everything in this group. From tomorrow, those who fill the form by the end of this session, or maybe by tomorrow morning, you will be diverted to another group, because you don't want to disturb the main group. We will have a separate for and you can get all the information from there. Okay, so what is book one, which is which when we open Excel, we get to see that screen. Sheet is divided into rows and columns. Rows are represented and columns are represented by alphabets. Okay, what this sheet, but all these sheets combined together is called as a workbook. Now, why I'm telling you all this basic, because I'm teaching from the point of view of MOS exam. So when you appear for the exam, they ask you that find this word in the workbook and replace this word with particular word. Okay, so they will say here, find dog in the entire workbook, in the workbook, and replace it with cat. Now, if you do not read the question properly, and if you do control F in, it will replace where? It will replace in the sheet or the workbook. Answer me. If you do control F is control find. Okay. So if we are finding anything, and if you want to find and replace, control H, we have to do replace. So if you are not specifying workbook, will it make the replacement in the all the sheets of Excel or only one sheet? You can write down one sheet or one or all, you can write down in the chat box. Okay, so one or all you can write down. Only one sheet, only one sheet. Yes, because we have not specified it. Okay, we have not specified it. So obviously we will get to see the replacement done only in one sheet, and your question will be wrong. You will get a wrong result, wrong answer basically. Okay. Now there are some numbers which you can see on the red circle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We will see what are these numbers. Okay, you must be knowing all this, but it is a small recap of what you know in my way. ठीक है, मेरी तरीके से एक बार आप वापस से देख लीजिए. Today's session is a very basic session. You might feel कि यार ये क्या बता रहे हैं, but it is my duty. ठीक है, because there are some people who have just started using Excel. So I will take very baby steps in going today. Okay. Number one is the worksheet. So what is the worksheet? Worksheet is this, where you get to see all the rows and columns, or a page. It has 16,384 columns and 10,48,576 rows. Okay. So our Excel sheet has 16,384 columns. 16,384 columns and 10,48,576 rows. This is the first question that I ask to the student when I teach Excel in any college or any university, or when I go to any training session. Okay, so these are numbers that you should know. Obviously, the numbers will not be asked in the paper, but you should know. The last column is except D, because the columns are alphabetically placed. So you get to see the alphabet. So alphabet is except D, but the number is 16,384 and the rows are 10,48,576. Now each row and column, when they intersect together, that is called a cell. Okay, so the intersection of a row and column is called as a cell. So I ask you that where this 4 number is written, the 4 number is written, what is the cell address of this? Where do you see the number 4? What will be the cell address of this particular cell? I want the answer in the chat box.
A1.
Where do you see what is the cell address? A1 is the wrong answer. See, don't look at this line, look at this circle. So this column is C, okay, and the row is 5. Okay, so C5 is the right answer. Okay, Shrestha and Arushi and Gurjot and Khushi. Yeah, sorry. So if people are not typing, that means they don't know the answer. Okay, as simple as that. If you're not answering, that means you don't know. So if you know, then you are supposed to answer. Okay. So there are 23 participants, 22 except me. So I want 22 people to write down in the chat. Yeah, I will share. Okay, let's focus on learning. Last 10-15 minutes we'll discuss all these things again, whatever groups, links, and everything we'll do. Let's just focus on learning for the next 30 minutes. Okay, 9:50 we will talk again. We will close everything and then we will discuss everything, whatever doubts you have. Let me just focus on learning. Focus on learning first. Okay, so this is the row, column, and a sheet and cells. Okay, now in the screen above the cell we are pointing C11, the reference is known as cell address and is most important, is frequently used in the commands and formula. So we should also understand what is a cell reference. Okay, so the cell reference is nothing but something which is telling the cell address. So C11, if I ask you where is C11, so C11 is this cell. So this is basically a cell reference. You get to see the cell reference above the formula bar. It is a PDF. I will show you and we will see everything there also. Okay. Okay. Now, what is the active cell? Cell is the active cell in this particular? Which cell is the active cell in this particular sheet? In this particular image, which cell is the active cell? I want to see the chat. Yes, A1. A2, Patania. Wrong typing error, I guess. A1 is the right. Yeah, I know. ठीक है, so it is A1 में आपको dark border दिख रहा है, you can see a dark grid line over there, so it means it is the active cell. Okay, great. Then a workbook is made up of pages which are known as worksheets. So worksheets are nothing but a collection of workbook is nothing but a collection of worksheets. Okay, by default there are 3 worksheets. You can change settings to make it 5 also and make it 1 also or 2 also. What is the range? So when you select multiple rows and columns, it is called as a range. Okay, when you select multiple rows and columns, it is known as a range. Okay, so now these are basic navigation keys which you can see on the next page. Navigating in a file. Okay, we have arrow keys, we have tab, we have control home, which will take you to the beginning. Control end will take you to the end of the file. Home again beginning and again end of the line. Page up, page down will scroll the screen up and down. Page 5 is go to. That means we'll go to a specific page. Here, wherever the word page is coming, just mind it is sheet. Okay. Scroll bars will also help you move across and top to down. Okay. These are very basic things. So I'm just little bit fast. If you want me to slow down, you can type in the chat box slow and fast, whatever you want. Okay. Typing text or numbers in a worksheet. Now, this is very basic. We shall not waste time on all these things. Okay, this is all what you can read, and you can ask me tomorrow if you don't understand. Okay, but there are some things which I will show you which will be different. Okay, so let us move to Excel now. I'll be keeping on toggling between these two sheets. Okay, so the entire screen is shared. Now you can see the Excel. Can you see the Excel? Can you see the Excel now?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Now, so how do I move in Excel? So arrow keys help us to move in the Excel. You can see that the green this thing is there. Okay. Now when I move to the last column. So what key I should press? Control
Control
and
right
right.
arrow.
Correct. Control right arrow will take us to the last column, that is XFD. XFD. Okay. Now I want to move to the last cell in the sheet. Last cell in the sheet. That means I want to move down.
Control down arrow.
Control and so we have got two hands. Yeah, God has given us two hands and we should be very grateful. And we have got 10 fingers. You can see my hands on the screen. Okay, I should open my camera. So when you are working with a keyboard, when you are working on a laptop, your left hand should be on the left hand side, your right hand should be on the right hand side. Okay, I should not be telling all this, but some girls I've seen, they use their hands very softly in Excel. They don't use both the hands. They'll keep one hand on the palm or on the lap है ना और धीरे एक ही हैंड से करेंगे so don't do like this. Okay, so use both the hands, use both the finger, all the 10 fingers that you have, the thumb and everything should be on the laptop. Okay, because you want to work fast in Excel. Correct. So now this is how we can navigate. Okay, and this is what I call this this, what you can see is the Ritik Roshan Excel now and is saying that okay, so he's moving all around. You can see abhi we are in A1. Okay, and now we have XFD1. So this is the name box which shows you the cell address. Okay, this is the name box. I will use the annotation key and I will use the this thing spotlight to show you where we are actually moving. And let me increase the size of this spotlight. Okay, so this is the name box. This is the name box that you can see. Now when I'm moving down, so you can see that the last row is 10,48,576. Okay, this is how we move. Okay, now when you press enter, where do you go? When you press enter, where do you go? कहाँ जाता है cursor? The cell down. Okay, does any press to move up? Not the arrow key. I don't want to use the arrow key. What else can I press to move up? Page up? No. No. I don't want to use the arrow keys and I want to go up. Still, I want to go up. How do I go up? Okay, just do one thing. Those who are logged in through their laptops and you have the Excel open, just press the shift and the enter key and see what happens. Just press the shift and the enter key, shift and enter and see what happens. Shift plus enter दबाइए. और देखिए क्या हो रहा है. What is happening? Shift enter.
It will go up.
It is going up. आज मैं ऊपर और आसमान नीचे. पहली बार आपने ऐसा एक्सेल में देखा होगा ना कि when you press enter it moves up, but with what? Shift key. So when you press enter it goes down, but when you press shift key and enter it goes up. What happens when you press the tab key? What happens when you press the tab key?
It will move towards sideways.
What happens? It will move towards the right. Okay. If you want it to move towards the left, what should you do?
Shift tab.
If you want, huh?
Shift tab.
Shift tab. Shift tab, right? Shift tab. So as you press and enter tab, it was going up. When you press shift tab, it will go back. So shift key will take you to the back and top. Okay. So in Excel, we have to learn a combination of keys together. Okay. So shift enter will take you up. Shift and tab will take you towards the left. Tab will take you towards the right. Enter will take you towards the down. Okay. When you press control and up and down, it will move towards this. Suppose now I write some numbers over here. 12, 34, 56, some numbers, random numbers I have written over here. Okay. Now I want to jump. I want to jump from 78 to 12. What should I do? I want to jump from 78 to 12. What should I do? Shift tab. Okay, let us do shift and tab. No, shift tab has taken me to C10. What should I do? I want to jump from 78 to 12. मुझे इधर आना है, 12 पे आना है. Control and up arrow. Control and up arrow will take you to 12. Now, when you press control and right arrow, it will take you to 34. When you press control and down arrow, it will take you 56. Now, if someone says, sir, I want to go from 56 to 12. Is it possible? 56 से कहाँ जाना है? 12 पे जाना है. क्या जा सकते हैं सीधा? Without moving, control up, control and up will take you 34. I want to go to 12 from 56. How can I go?
Home and.
Anyone? Home and. Okay. So let us press home key and the end key. Home and end. No. It has given some chart. Home and will bring you to the first cell in the sheet. It is bringing me to A9. To D2. I want to go to D2. F5, my dear friends, F5, and then you have to write down D2. Enter. See, you should know how to use Excel. Okay, so G5, everyone knows that G5 is go to. Now, if someone asks you a riddle, okay, bhaiya, I want to move diagonally in Excel. How can I move without using the arrow keys? Just use the shortcut key F5 and write the address where you want to move. Now, I want to come back to office 56. So it is I11, I10. So I'll write down I10. I10 is already there. I'll press enter. I'm here. Okay, so this is how you can navigate in Excel. Okay, this is how you can navigate in Excel. Okay, now let us do something else apart from navigation. What we can learn, what more we can learn in Excel. Okay, so again coming to our PDF. Okay, so some things I've told you that shift and enter will take you up, shift and tab key will take you towards the left. Okay, but suppose you want to make some default settings, you can go to file, you can go to the file menu and go to options. File menu and go to options, and here you will see some very general. So you will get some settings where
Video call कर रहा है
change
ममता को.
the default settings. Okay,
पता नहीं ममता को
The default settings I request everyone to go and please mute. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. All the co-admins, please see that everyone is on mute so that when you see the recording, you don't see any disturbance. Okay. Now, see, there are some basic settings which you can do so that, yes, okay. So one thing that I always show to the participants whenever I'm training on Excel, that on the top you get to see the column headings. Is there any way to convert this into numbers? Instead of seeing the XFD, I want to see 16,384 over here, 16,384. That is what we just read, that these are the number of Excel has. Now, is there any way to find out what is the cell, what is the column number of this XEX? What is the column number of this? If I ask you this question, would you able to answer me?
For equal column.
Gurjot, you, yeah, there is a function which is called as column. There is a function which is called as column. When you write this function and press enter, you'll get to see the column number. Okay, so this must be something new to you. We have been using Excel from the last 20 years and 16 years or 10 years or 6 years. But today we came to this discovery that once we write the formula of row and column, we get to see the row number and the column number. So it is column number 16,373 and it is row number 12. Now, one more discovery you are going to get now. Yes, new thing. Yes, definitely. So that is what I tell everyone that आपको कितना हो मुझसे ज़्यादा पता होगा. ठीक. And why I say this? Because I have given my whole and soul to Excel and I learn daily. Daily something new I explore in Excel and I want to share what I know. Okay, I'm not very what you can say, proud of it, but I'm like happy about it that I know stuff so that I can share stuff. Okay, now I'll show you something else, something which is very interesting. I'm going to show you and see this. Now, what do you see on the top? What do you see on the heading now? What do you see on the heading? Let me just remove this red line. What do you see on the heading? What do you see over here?
The formula
Yes,
we have
here.
applied.
What do you see? Huh? So I'm
The row
removing all the
function we have applied.
no
So
row
number
function I've deleted. Yeah. What change do you see in Excel? What
Column numbers.
change in
Column
your
number.
Excel
It is showing
and
column
my
number.
Excel? Column. See, yeah, the column, the ABC turn numbers. Now you should ask me कैसे हुआ? कैसे हुआ? How it happened? How? HOW. How? Patani is asking. Huh? Yes, how it turned into numbers.
सर फाइल
ABC.
ऑप्शन
How
में
did it
जाके
turn into numbers? किधर?
सर फाइल ऑप्शन में जाके
फाइल ऑप्शन में जाएंगे. चलिए ठीक है, बिल्कुल सही बात है. अब उसके बाद कहाँ जाएं?
सर
फाइल ऑप्शन में
जाके मोर में.
सर डिफॉल्ट सेटिंग.
हाँ, तो किधर है डिफॉल्ट सेटिंग्स? वेयर इज दैट?
सर ऑप्शन R1 C1 reference
सर
type.
Where is the default setting? How do I change the
सर
default
ऑप्शंस.
word default word here?
R1 C1 reference style.
Where do I exactly navigate?
सर ऑप्शंस में जाके.
So there is one option. Okay, set not there in Excel, but there is one button. When you go to the option. Now in this option button, you get all the options. Click on the formula. In this formula, you will get style, which are unchecked in your Excel. If you check your file and options menu, you will see that there is a unchecked. It is unchecked. हाँ, options में जाके uncheck करेंगे और okay करेंगे, that now the column setting will again come back to normal, that is ABC. Okay,
Sir,
Now,
reference
if you
style.
see that these are normal headings again.
R1C1 reference style.
Okay. Yeah, so we can change the reference style, okay? And R1, C1s mean row and column, okay? So that was a new discovery for all, okay? Now, one more thing I wanted to show you. Then when you go to the file menu and you go to options, in the options you have formulas. In the formulas you have basic settings, okay? Now, just a minute. So here in the save, you can change the default Excel where it will be going to be saved. You can just turn on the auto recovery so that whenever you shut down any Excel without saving the file, that you can recover. Okay, because the Excel file are always there in the cache setting, so you can just keep them. You can add more languages, Hindi also in Excel. Okay, these are some settings that you can do. And one more thing that I wanted to show you is here it is. After pressing enter in the advance, after pressing enter, move selection direction is down. Now let me make it right. Okay, let me make it right. Okay, and one more setting you can do is cursor movement logical or visual. You can make it visual also. Okay, now see what happens.
सर जब एंटर दबाएंगे तो वो राइट चलेगा.
हाँ, अभी अभी करके देखते हैं. Let me just show you. I was talking about Lotus, so it has a Lotus compatibility also. It's okay. Now see, now when you say enter, I'm pressing enter, I'm hitting enter, okay, and it is moving right. I'm pressing enter and it is moving right, not moving down. Okay, I'm using the down arrow key to move down and the up arrow key. Now when I press shift and enter, it will move towards the left, not up. So you can change the default settings. If your boss is irritating you and your teacher is irritating you, want to take a revenge, you can do some settings like this. He will be just scratching his head कि क्या हो गया आज Excel को. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
But don't tell him. Yes.
Sir, how do you open that option menu on Mac? Excel options
How do I
menu
open
on
the
Mac.
options? Okay. So when you click on file menu, on the left hand side to see options there at the down. I hope it is visible. The options.
So it is visible, but how do you
So when
do
you
it on
click
Mac?
on this option, this window many people don't use, but there's the most important window of Excel. You get to see you can change basic settings over. I was telling you that by default when you I can make it 5 also. If I want to increase the font size of Excel to 20, I can make it 20. Okay. So I have done these two changes over here, and then I will just press OK. I will click on OK, and it will ask me to open the Excel again because I've done some basic changes. So it will just ask me to do it again. I'm doing it again. So, okay, let me close it. I don't want to save it. And let me open our Excel file again. You have to observe a lot of things what I'm doing today, and you'll get to see a lot of new things happening. Now, what changes do you see? Tell me, what changes do you see in the Excel?
The font size is
How many
increased.
sheets can you see?
5.
The font size is increased. Yes. You can see bigger A, B, C, D and bigger numbers, and you can see there are 5 sheets. Now this will happen in all the Excel sheet that I will open. This is a new Excel sheet. So when you open a new Excel sheet, it is always titled book 1, book 2. When you press one more, control N is the shortcut key to create a new Excel. This is book 3. So every Excel will have a bigger font size and 5 sheets, because we have changed the default settings. You can see that the Times New Roman is the font and the size is 20. So whenever I type here, it will be size 20 and not 12. So I don't have to strain on my eyes. Okay. So these are some settings which you can do in your Excel. by default. Okay, let us move ahead. Let us move ahead. Now I have got these two sheets open. I want to close them all together. What do I do? I've opened some Excels by mistake. I've opened 5-6 Excel files. I want to close them all together. सारा Excel बंद करना. इतने सारे Excel खुल गए हैं. Yes.
Alt
So Alt
F4.
F4.
Alt F4. Okay, if I press Alt F4, it will just close one Excel file. I want to close all together.
Control W.
Control W. Only one. Anything else? Alt F4, Control W, एक ही बंद हो रहा है उससे. Sorry, I want to close. Alt F4. Alt F4 will close only one, ma'am. अभी दो ही रह गई हैं मेरे पास, 2-3 रह गई हैं. रेडी जहाँ लिखा हुआ है. There are 4-5 Excels. Yes.
Control W.
Control W will also close one Excel file. Let me press Control W. Only one has gone. Still there are so many. Chalo, let me show you.
Sir,
Let me show
Control
you.
Shift W.
Control Shift W. No. You don't have to create a new shortcut key. You have to tell which is the one which is existing. खुद का नहीं बनाना इधर. चलिए. So let me show you how you have to do it. When you bring your mouse towards the icon on the taskbar, can you see that 1, 2, 3, 4 Excel small icons? Can you see 4 icons Excel, 4 display? Book 1,
Yes,
book 2,
sir.
book 9, book 8. Now these are the Excel files which are open. Now you have to right click on it, on this button. And what is the last option that you see?
Close all windows.
Close all windows.
Oh, really? See what
Yes,
happened?
sir.
Yes, sir. So this is how you have to do it. And as I always say, that common sense is not so common in every common person. So it was the answer which was to be answered by common sense. Okay, so when you click on the any icon, suppose I open 2-3 Word file and I have to close all, I have to just click here and it will show multiple instances. I have to right click and just click on close all windows. Okay, chaliye. Now let me just browse through all this. These are operators that you already know: plus, minus, multiplication, divide. This all you know. Okay, now what is the use of fill handle? Okay, let me show you some ninja techniques in Excel, and then you will get to know all this thing. These are different techniques of copying a sheet, renaming a sheet. These are very basic things. Okay, that is there. Okay, changing the color tab. Now see, that is important. Okay. So today we are going to talk about the basic screen, the Excel screen. Everyone should be very comfortable looking at the screen, because most of the questions that you get in MOS is about the screen only. Okay, so we will just see what is there. Let me just open one file, Excel terminology. Let me just check if I have that with me. Okay, let it be. So first thing, this called as a title bar. Okay, this is called as a title bar where you have to see the name of this. Okay, what is it? Now come on, those who have studied from me, they should know. What is this called? Avinish, Arushi, Patania.
Sir, merge sir.
What are these called?
Tabs.
Sir, ribbon.
Ribbon.
Tab. Shrestha, very good, Shrestha. No, not label.
Ribbon.
These are called as tabs. These are called as tab. अरे रिबन तो बाद में आएगा ना, पहले टैब पे तो आ जा. So this called as
Yes.
title, this called as ribbon, this called as tab. So they will ask you, go to the home tab, go to the layout tab, they go to the formula tab. Each tab has different keys or buttons which are called as ribbon. This is a ribbon and this is a tab. You can hide the ribbon also. You can hide the ribbon also. So this is the button which shows show tabs only. So here, यहाँ से आप tab ribbon छुपा सकते हैं. Now when you click on any tab, you get to see the ribbon. Okay, so this is the ribbon. Ribbon is divided into each section. The section, what is called as a section. So these are called as section. This was clipboard, this was styles, cell, editing, analysis, function translator, money in Excel, chat GPT. ये सब आपके Excel में नहीं होगा, ये मेरे Excel में है. ठीक है, आप में भी आ जाएगा. Don't worry about that. But these are called as sections. Every section has some commands which are called as buttons, and this together is called as a ribbon. Now every tab has its own ribbon, and each ribbon has different functions, different keys. What is this called? What is this called? ABCD जहां लिखा है उससे पहले, sorry, after tab you have ribbon. After ribbon you can see there is a button. What is this called? Auto save. This is the save key. This is the mailbox. These are some buttons. What are these called? Anyone?
Access toolbar.
I'm waiting.
Sir, quick
Huh?
access toolbar.
Quick access toolbar. Pratik Sharma is right. Harushi was also right, and one more person had answered. I don't know was she. किसने दिया
But
था
I
आंसर?
was
Gurjot. Correct. This is called as quick access toolbar. Why it is called as the quick access toolbar? Because you can quickly access the keys which you have put over there. Now, how many have quick access toolbar in your Excel? किनके Excel में ऐसा quick access toolbar है? और क्या आपको पता है कि आपके Excel में एक कैमरा भी है? Do you see that your Excel has a camera?
Yes, sir.
Um, Mayur says yes. Raghvendra say yes. Okay. What about others? What about
No.
others? Now let us see how Excel can speak.
Alok Sethi. Excel has a camera. Excel has a mic. Excel bal sakta hai or bal ra hai.
Okay. So he's a Englishman. So this is how Excel can speak. And what is the camera function does? Camera takes a snapshot of the Excel. Okay. It takes a snapshot or a screenshot of Excel, and you can paste it anywhere you want. Okay. So I think it is hanged my screen. Okay. So it has a camera. All these function, all these buttons are there. Okay. So you can take a snap of any grid or like that. You can take a snap and you can use the camera function also in Excel. Okay. So this is the camera button. So you can click on it, you will get the picture and you can just move. Okay. Now, if I write CA Alok City, it should be CA only Alok City. So I have written CA. Can you see CA over here on the screen? Can you see CA
Yes,
over
sir.
here? If I
sir.
write Alok City from Ajmer, okay. Can you see from Ajmer over here? So that means it is a image of this. So whatever changes you do, I make it bold. This also will become bold. I'll put it into italic. This also will become italic. I'll put an underline over here. This will also become underline. And this image you can here. Getting it? Okay. So these are some different functionality not noticed or used in your Excel, but they always existed and they do exist. Okay. So we have different things in Excel which we will learn, okay, in our session. We can have a 5-star point also. So this is how you get a star Excel. Okay. So if you want to put a star, you will get a star, and whatever I'm doing here, it is reflecting over here. This is a mirror image of this. Okay. Now, apart from this, what else we can we can talk about when we are talking about navigation? So this is these are the tabs, these are the keys. This ABCD and this 1 2 3 4, these are called as the column and the row headers. Okay, column and the row header. This is called as the form name box. This is called the form, and this is the function which will help you in navigating to the Excel. This is the sheet bar, sheet menu. When you click on this plus, you can add, insert more sheets. You can just click on any sheet and move it anywhere you want. Okay. You can just increase the size and reduce this size of this bar. Okay. What are these? These are view. This is called as the status bar. This is called as the status bar, which shows you different functions of Excel and caps lock. Suppose sometimes in our laptop we don't have the caps lock uh, uh, what you can say light on and off. So you don't know whether the caps lock is on or off. So can you see that the caps lock is written over here? Can you see that where my mouse is?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So my caps lock is on. I can see that here I will see caps lock. When I put it off, I have not put it off. So it is small caps. So you will see that the caps lock is on. So you when you right click, you get to see over options over here. Whatever is on, whatever is a check mark, you will see that in this workbook statistics. If you click on workbook statistics, it will show you some of the statistics. Like see, current sheet, end of sheet is A2. Cell with data, there are 2 cells. How many tables, how many formulas, how many sheets, cells with data, all these things you will get to see in this particular workbook statistics. So these are some basic settings that you can do in your Excel to make your Excel look good. This is the page layout. So this is the header. So you can insert a header over here. So we can say this is Excel vibes. Okay, so I put a header. Is there a yes? This is Excel. Okay, and you want to insert today's date, you can insert today's date also. How to insert today's date? What function should we use today?
There.
It is not working over here. Why? Anyone tell me why this formula is not working over here? Why
So
this is not
शायद ये
working over
header
here?
और footer इसलिए
Or कोई logical answer? Anyone who can give a better answer? Edit mode? No.
Because the
Edit
cell
mode.
is not formatted for that date.
Okay. Let us. Okay. See, basically, if you see, do you see any difference between these table and this the first row and the second row? Do you see any difference in the first and the second row?
The width is different, sir.
The width is different. Secondly, you see the grid lines over here, but there is no grid line over here.
Yeah, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
Okay, there is no grid line over here. So that means it is not part of Excel. It is not part of Excel. It is just a blank space which is provided to write something. You cannot write a formula over here. If you write a formula, it will not work. Suppose I write 2 comma 2, sum 2 comma 2, it will just type in sum 2 comma 2. But if I write sum and 2 comma 2 over here, it will give me 4. Because it is just a space made available to write something. Okay, and it is not a part of the Excel. It is not a part of the Excel. It is just a space above the Excel sheet which is provided for you to put some values in it. Okay. Then this is a page layout. This is a page break preview, which tells you like what is the page size, what is the area. When you increase, you will see this page number one. When you increase, you will see page number two. From here you can adjust the width and the depth of these pages. Okay, so this is page number one and page number two. So this is how you can see when you want to zoom in, you can just zoom in and you can zoom out also. Okay, so this was the basic screen of Excel, okay, which I wanted to show you. Yeah, and there are different views, tabs. I'm not touched upon any formula, function, any calculation today or anything, but what I've showed you is very basics about Excel. Okay, now if anyone has any questions or any confusion or anything that you want to share or you want to ask, now we can talk. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm sharing two links in the chat box. One is the link for the Google form, okay, which we had shared in our group also, but maybe there are so many messages which are floating in the groups, so you might have missed that. So I'm sharing it again in the Zoom chat box. So today's session was for all, for everyone. From tomorrow we will have only those participants this Google form, and there are two things. One is the MOS exam that we are going to conduct. That will be conducted once this batch is over. This is a 15 days batch, 2 weeks. So today we covered the very basic things. Tomorrow we'll be covering, we will be following a schedule. This schedule we will be providing to everyone who fills this Google form. So this Google form is very important for you if you want to continue with this journey. Okay, so fill in this Google form. Our team is with me. We have got very good students from colleges and some CA students who are assisting me in my work, and they will work on it and they will put it to you in a group. Next thing is that tomorrow we'll be launching a course on my website. So I'm showing you my website, which you already must be knowing, but I'm just showing it again so that you can see the courses over here and you can register for it. 3,000 is the fees for the entire 15 days course, which will include 1,500 of fees for MOS exam. If you don't want to appear for the exam, if you just want to learn Excel only, then we will refund the 1,500 to you. But for this course, we have kept a fee of 3,000 from everyone. Those who are not appearing for the exam, those who decide not to for the certification, they just want to learn, we will refund the money same day to your account. Enrolling everyone through this website, so we will have only one price. Okay, so you have to pay and then you will get back the money back. Okay, so I'll be creating a course. I will show you my existing courses. So when you visit this website, you will get to see different courses. Tomorrow I will add one more course with the name Excel for Beginners, MOS. So this is one course which is free for everyone, MS Excel uh, 0 to hero. Okay, so when you click on it, you will get to see what all would be covered in this particular course and how many days it is and how many classes are there and all. This is the recorded course. Okay, so let me show you the landing page. I've logged in through my account, so it is showing the admin view, but you will get to see a different view when you log in through your account. Let me just log out and show you again. Just a minute. So it's very simple website where you will get to see the joining link and the payment link also. You can use UPI, whatever
Hello. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, that is what I was saying that you will get to see the details of this course when you are there on the website. Okay, and you can just I'm just logging out to show you what it appears when you just go to the website. Okay, so this is how you will get to see this thing. It is loading now. The screen is loading. You will see courses tab. You will go to the courses tab, and here you will see that course. There are some courses which are there already there. So this is, let us see this course over here. So it will have the details. You will have the course, the syllabus. Like day one, we just did a 7 days course. So day one, day two, day three, day four, day seven, day eight, and accordingly you will get all these things. And then you have to just buy this course. When you click on buy course, you will be asked your name, email ID, your mobile number. When you put everything, okay, let me just put it for you all. When you put everything, then you will be diverted to make the payment. And once you go to the payment page, it will give you different options to make the payment. Once you make the payment, you will get the login credentials on your email ID and on your this thing also, on your SMS also, and then you can start. You will get all the information. Okay, and that process you can do tomorrow also, after tomorrow's class. So tomorrow we will keeping it complimentary for everyone to join one more day, because today I covered the theory part more. So tomorrow you can see and then you can decide. Okay, if anyone has any further questions, they can ask. Okay, so this is how it is. It has brought me to the payment page. You can all use these options: card, UPI, wallet, net payment. Okay, so and then you can just click on continue, and then you will be uh, enrolled for the course. Okay, you will get a welcome email from our website, and you will get the login credentials also. Once you log in, then you will see you will get to see this recording also, this today's session recording. And from tomorrow onwards, whatever sessions you are going to we are going to do, you're going to get all these information over there.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so Kushi, I think we can conclude. Who is Chiranjeev is there, I think.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It was indeed a very insightful and knowledgeable session, sir. I hope we all learned a lot and take away plethora of knowledge from sir himself today. As we all know, Alok sir is a passionate corporate trainer who loves to teach, and he's also a very good motivator. His sessions are very lively as well as interactive. Thank you, Alok sir. We all are glad to attend this insightful session. And ultimately, I would also like to thank our patient audience who devoted their time and energy for this session. Thank you all.
Okay, thank you. See you tomorrow also in the group, and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.